The story begins with our MC, the Master, in the ring with Daniel the Crusher. The announcer begins introducing both fighters. Daniel the Crusher crushes, and the Master, Kwon Young-min. Master. The announcer is about to begin the fight, asking both fighters, "Are you ready? Round 1. Fight." The fight begins with the crowd cheering both fighters on. The fight starts with the Crusher on the offensive. He throws a punch at the Master, but he was ready and dodges the punch. The Master then counters with a jaw-breaking punch afterwards, following up with a devastating kick, causing the Crusher to be knocked down with ease. The announcer states, "This is insane! Absolutely insane! 2.2 seconds? Wow! It was over in just 2 seconds. Unbelievable, that monster-like guy. What on earth did he do? Can you believe it? He didn't even last 10 seconds in a title match?" The announcer goes on to say, "KO. The winner is Master Kwon Young-min." With the crowd cheering in the background after the announcer is finished, a beautiful pink-haired woman with big breast and a red mini dress approaches the MC. She then begins to ask him what his thoughts was on the victory. Our MC states that he is at the pinnacle of the world. He later says that he will now retire. Later on, after the fight, we see our MC in this apartment watching the news of the announcer announcing his retirement. We then see our MC eating a bunch of junk food in this apartment, as he states that it's a lot of noise going on about his fight, stating that martial arts isn't what it used to be. Our MC then begins to say he's very bored with him rolling around on the floor. All of a sudden, a long, red-headed woman walks in and slaps him on his back with our MC saying, "Ouch." He then proceeds to say, "Hey, why did you hit me?" The woman begins to say, "You homebody, brother. Go out and do something, make some friends or something." Our MC begins to say, "Ouch. Hey, where do I even find friends?" His sister says, "Well, you've been outcast your whole life, focusing on only sports, huh? Then go to a gym or something." The MC begins to say, "I've retired, so I won't be working out. I'm going to rest." His sister begins to say, "Is retirement something to brag about? Why would you retire at only 24? The MC begins to say, "Well, that's because there's no one left to challenge me." She says, "Oh, I see, it's okay." The MC begins to say, "It's been a long time since I felt this relaxed. So I'll keep on resting." She says, "Rest. You'll gain weight in no time if you do that. You know it's even easier to gain weight after retiring." The MC says, "Well, it would be a loss for humanity if this face gained weight, but I'm too lazy." She tells him to try playing games that they're all popular these days. We then cut to a scene where we see an announcer and a player. The answer says, "Thank you for your answer now. For the next question." Recently, there's been growing curiosity about the impact of real-life martial artists or users were good control entering the game. Final Saga. How about you, Ashton, for example, if recently retired Master Kwon Young-min would appear in the Final Saga? The player begins to laugh. No matter how skilled Master Kwon Young-min is, he won't stand a chance, and found a saga. Then that's his pardon. What do you mean? The player then begins to state control is, of course, important. It is evident that many athletes have already made a name for themselves as rankers. He then states, but control alone is not enough. Understanding the game, leveling up, and obtaining its items are essential, as well as number-based battles. In that sense, it is absurd to compare me to Kwon Young-min, no matter how great he is. So the announcer says, "So you're saying that you could still win, even if you had the same level and items?" The player states, "Even if his level were high, I would definitely be the winner. He may be a master in reality, but in Final Saga, I'm the master." The MC angered says, "Oh, look at this guy. Think it's himself when no matter what. How dare you against me?" He then states, "All right, let's give it a try," with his sister getting all excited. She says, really, you'll see when she tried. It's really amazing. You're pretty successful ranker too." The MC then says, "When did you start playing so many games?" The MC thinks to himself as being a ranker. Really that impressive, come to think of it? There was a post arguing who was stronger amongst myself and the other renters. Right, we then cut outside, where we see a random lady says, "Wow, it's real," with another guy claiming wow, with everybody looking at the MC saying, "Is that person a celebrity? Wow, so cool, should I ask for their number, you idiot?" That's Kwon Young-min, the master, the world's strongest man. The MC starts to get a little smirk with him overhearing them talk about him. He then walks into the Final Saga building with everybody saying, "Over there, it's really Kwon Young-min, the master. How can I help you?" Since the lady walking towards him, the MC says, "How do I play Final Saga?" She then states, really Kwon Young-min wants to play our Final Saga." He says, "Why can't I?" He then teases her saying, "Then I'll go play Linux 5 in a different neighborhood." She then says, "Master, wait, I always wanted to serve you. How could it be possible this way first? Let's start with the body scan." She then starts to scan. She tells him, "Please don't move and wait 10 seconds. The stats will come out based on strength, agility, and stamina. Just like in the game, she didn't count down 10, 9, 8 to 1. Done now, the results are with everybody being shot. What is this? It looks like the MC has all the max stats with them saying no way, as expected of the master. Everybody in the office is talking, this is crazy. Just what is this? Why are there so many trophies? Hey, this is that guy, Master Kwon Young-min. The master is starting our game. Wow, amazing team leader, what do we do about this? Normally when a pro player starts playing a game, we would have to add the additional experience to fighting-related mastery, right? The leader then says that is the principle, but is there a problem? He then states when international championship win is an additional 20 points in one domestic championship win is 5 points if we add all these up. He then states there are over 500 shakenly. She then says shockingly, I would have never imagined this to happen. We're now back at the MC's apartment with him yawning. He then says it's been a while since I've had a nap. He's looking around for the guy that helped him set up his device. He looks in the room shocked at what he sees. He thinks to himself, where should I try this, he says. The exclusive suit doesn't feel too bad now. If I turn on the switch and put on the helmet. He then turns on the switch and gets inside. And that's the end for Chapter 1.